All right. Hey. How you doing out there, Earth sign? Now let's see what's coming out here for the 6-6 portal for you. Now I think I'm gonna pull from these cards today for you. Let's see. I want to see the growth. I want to see the growth. Now, I was doing a little pre-shuffle, and soul contracts was very relevant. Now, and look at that, the family card. Now, I want to say it did fall to the side, so it could be something shifting. Maybe a little freedom, a little cutting the cord of a soul contract going on here. Now, let me explain soul contracts. That's for people that's not familiar with soul contracts. Now, soul contracts doesn't even necessarily have to be with a person, but a belief. Yeah. Something that you might not even be aware of. You know, we give our power away to forces, deities. Now, I call on the ancestors all the time, but not in a sense of worship, but honor. I know that I am them and they are me. And the more that I wake up to myself, the more I honor them. I understand that there is no Jesus coming to save me. I am the Christ. And sometimes we give our power away to contracts such as those. You know, when you walk into those religious buildings and they tell you to come up to the altar and confess it with your mouth, that's a verbal contract. And look at that right there. The death and the rebirth. And that's an action card. And this is leadership. This is understand. He understands that he's a God. Waking up and coming home to yourself, bro. Now, I wanted to show y'all something. Now, why I like this cards, and I get the gist that this lady does understand the concept of Christ consciousness, but it's almost like she write in the book to appease the Christian mentality. And I'm just going to show you how I know she knows. Because all this is about Jesus. Because she even goes in and out in her writing that gives me the inclination that she does understand. Because this is Kemet. This ain't got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. And sometimes that soul contract has a lot to do with that cross confirmation that a lot of us carry. And it's not yours to carry. That was the biggest psyop ever. To buy in to the whole ritual of sacrificing. cannibalism, drinking of the blood. This ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. And there you go right there. Look at that. Is that not crazy or what? It ain't no cross. It's close enough. It's time to get the memo, the message, to move on. And sometimes when we wear those crosses on our neck, because they came up in the reading, it's being charmed. Now, I also want to say that, even though I want you to just think about this as a cross, because it's still going to come out like this right here, simply because the neck, the string that goes around the neck, and you got the cross, it's still there. But sometimes it be those charms. Now, it's so funny that the death and the rebirth is here, but the restriction is here. And maybe it's the, I don't know, let me see. Now you got the inner child. That was a sense of place. Adaptation. And we got the elements. Now the elements does represent, the 12 disciples. You can look at it as the 4 horsemen. The 4 horsemen represents the elements. Each one of them, represent a different energy. But it's the apocalypse. That's that death and that rebirth. And maybe this is, the need to adapt to this change, or to allow it to take place, form. Man, you see that? What did it say? Wake up. Right there on the inner child. And you see? Right here now, this is, correcting the errors. Painting the roses red. Now, we gotta do this, because there's 3 out here, but let me see. And this is telling you that you can't go back yesterday. Impossible things. And mortality. And always tea time. The same old, same old. Now falling is here. And keep your temper. But let me see. One card spirit. Alright, we're going to take the manage. We're going to put this one at the bottom of the deck. This is telling you to believe in regards to some type of strange encounter. Now the Eight of Swords, you know, it represents the 8th house. The swords, the mind. It do look like you're tapping into something. Well, let me see. I'm telling you, holding on to that religion is going to end you, boo. I'm trying to get you to, to walk away from that mess. And I'm not saying that it all has bad qualities. But it stops you from raising up to you, the God in you. It stops you from tapping into your inner child because you're always praying to something outside of yourself to do the work for you. When you have to do the work, you are the God that needs to raise to your Christ consciousness. Christ is not a person. It's a mentality. His name is Jesus. No G's was back in that day. J's. I don't know why everybody can't seem to get that through their thick head. It's like the fear. The fear is so embedded in you. Now we got wise salt and we got the sun. But wake up. And the sun. Understand. The source. The light. A new beginning. Right here with the raven's head. Understand that you're the pearl. The wisdom. And we got Quicksilver. Now this is polishing. You know? Fine tuning. You know, like silver, it rusts. You always have to maintain it. Give it maintenance. You ever had a silver chain and, you know, after a while, you know, sometimes, you know, this one, it'll stay. But sometimes, you know, after you polish it, it'll come back. But put it in some other type of element. You'll see it. It'll turn on you. Just like pennies. You ever put lemon on it, you see, you know, it comes back to its rightful color. You know, this is sharpening those swords. This is tapping in to your inner self, your third eye, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your heart. The wise salt, you know, that's you. You know, the tears, the salt. Just think about all the salt in your body. It's that cleanse. It's purification. And we have right here, rejection, but it's 13. Now there could be some rejection in family structure. But you can be rejected from siblings to parents and more. But all these is contracts that you took on, something that you needed to learn from. And here we have Unleash Your Creativity, the Magician. Self-love and family tribe is at the bottom of the deck. And the whole in the soul. Right down that cross. Now let me see. Look, I want to say the smoke is here, but it looks like it's going to clear if you get it together. Something in regards to soul contract. Gotta let go. Those verbal ones. And all that. Idols. Now this is page 135. Now, part liquid, part metal, quicksilver, also known as mercury. We know that mercury is all about, messages, healing. And it says, is a mesmerizing material. Its gift is to slip between worlds. It cannot be pinned down or easily defined. Mercury came to symbolize the god Hermes and the great hermetic secrets of alchemy, always sliding away into secrecy just beyond the alchemist's grasp. It is said Mercury represents transitions between the physical and the unseen worlds, between life and death. And we got it right here. And it's a reflection right here. With 13 to 31, with the sun. Right here, we're painting the roses red, correcting the errors. Now, it's something that you definitely need to believe in. This transformation, that the elements is working with you. Now, it says, it is said Mercury represents the transition between physical and the unseen worlds, between life and death, between science and esoteric. It is the metal of sacred threshold. Shamanic practitioners of every tradition must acquire the ability to stand at the doorway between worlds. This is also no small feat. Mercury card indicates the current, I guess, as a particular gift for such a task. This is the work of the shaman, teacher, sage, artist, the alchemist. Heed the call of quicksilver. The sacred threshold requires your attendance. And I told you, it requires maintenance. Your soul. These contracts. In regards to rejection, wake up to yourself. And wake up is the number 25. How ironic is that? Now let's read the wise soul. Hold on, let me find it. All right, now it says why salt is the sacred ingredient of preservation. In due time and with due experience, the alchemist slowly develops these granules of wisdom that can someday be passed down to another. Salt retains, preserves, and absorbs. It brings complexity to flavors and grits to slippery roads. Such is the magic of salt wise. Someone who carries wise salt is immediately recognizable. Their words hold meaning, their stories are deep and true. They have wisdom that cannot be attained by any other means than decades of pain and pleasure. You may experience wise salt through the elders of community. When this card appears, note that everything you are going through will be of use down the line. Alchemy, you are being brined. Preserve what you can, let go of the rest, and lean heavily on your elder. Now you do have the community card here, and wake up. Now, of course, it is accompanied with rejection, which is that 13. It's so crazy that you got a lot of 1331 going on down here. Now, so this is 13, that's 13, and this is 31. And that's 31. A lot of reflection, which is good. Because it represents balance, duality. Now, right here, the Ten of Cups does represent, community, family, environment. And we have been rejected and all that. But I say rebirth. I say you tapping into your inner child, unleashing your creativity. Now, there is some type of adaptation going on here. Sometimes we do adapt to our environment. We kind of succumb to our environment. And maybe this is why this is here with the holding the soul. A little polishing. The card do suggest that you, it's not about shunning your past or, because we do need our past as a reference so that we don't repeat the same patterns. It's good to know yourself, your history, your legacy, the truth, not the lies. It's very important that we uncover the truth. We got to do this for the next generation so they don't succumb to the same thing that we did. It's about breaking generational curses. The blinders have been on for too long. We can't keep covering up, painting the roses red, changing history, deleting text, what I'm talking about, burning books, tearing down buildings. Falling, short the history. His story, not your story. All the plagiarism that's going on, stealing people's work and, changing people's identity. We can't, no. We can't allow that to continue to take place. Holding on to these, figments of our imagination. It's about the reprogram, baby. The reprogram. Alright? Yeah. I like it. I like it. You got the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. And I like it. And this is where we start. With the root, the fire, the mind, the magician, tapping into your creativity, your inner child, alchemizing these situations, waking up to the illusion. But why so? The rejection. It ain't do nothing but make you stronger. But sometimes it do block your little heart. And you got to tap back into that inner child and wake up to who you are. See it all as a lesson, boo. You see? This is something coming full circle. What goes around comes around. It's on a rebirth. Painting, bringing balance into your life. And look at that. It's so crazy. And I just sometimes love the way when it line up like that right there. The colors, I mean. With the world card. And look at that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You could be seeing that. Bringing that thing into alignment. Adapting. There go the sun all over again. Clarifying the sun. Now 19 could be a number that you're saying a lot. 19. 119 could also be something that you're saying a lot. Look at that's Quicksilver. Queen of Swords. Sharpen those skills, boo. Polishing. I like it. Look at all this down here. I'm liking this. And it all showed up as kings and queens. And I'm liking this. Got the Queen of Wands over there. Got your heart right with the King of Cups. Under this 8 of Swords. This is you tapping in. You know, the cups is tapping into the heart. The emotions. Right here next to the solar plexus. All about your self-esteem. Worth. Now look at that element with the queen, the gold. You know? That's right. You see the gold, you know, it doesn't need as much as refining as silver. Silver takes a little bit more maintenance. Clarification. You see? Gotta come down off of that cross. Like Christ. You gotta come off of it. The thief. You know, what was next to him? Judas, the thief, and the mind. You gotta bring them all together. Now, I want to pay attention to it in the reverse, because that's the way it really did turn around before it even hit the floor. You know? Letting go of rejection. Coming out from behind that wall. And look what's there. The rebirth. Now look at that. Wish fulfillment. Now you could definitely be saying 999. But just seeing, you know, The nine. What was it? Damn, I don't know. I thought it was the nine of pentacles, wasn't it? What was it? I don't even know. But anyways, 99 is here. You could be saying 999. Now that is really giving me waking up. Yeah. Food. Unleash your creativity. Adaptation to challenges, external ones. Accepting the lessons, the ebbs and flow of life. Yeah, painting the roses red. There's the moon. Now somebody might have to get over some issues with a mother. Feminine energy in general. Yeah. Chariot. There go the chariot right over there. Now there's a message. That you need to believe in. I wish I wish I had the book to this little deck, but of course I got them from Temu. But it got strange encounters. Right here at the crossroad. And 8 and 10. You know, that's a kundalini. It's initiation. Wow. It's right there. Something that you're about to tap into. It's a message. And I think you're going to be freaking happy. Now, it could be, mental or physical. But it does seem to be earthly because, the King of Pentacles, the elements. I think it's something that the eyes can see, feel, touch, or something like that right there. I don't know. But I think it's going to be healing. Yeah. Something to help you heal. Now look, the star. Something that you've been praying on. Strange encounters. Look at the mothership up there. There's something. Now, listen, I can't confirm or deny any spaceships, but listen, if I see one, I'll let you know. Ooh, something making me go 3 rows, y'all. What is that about? I don't usually do that, but I just noticed that. It's making me go 3 rows. It's something to that. And maybe it got something to do with the Mother Maiden and Chrome. And it's so crazy that this is right here on the wish fulfillment in the inner child, because this is this nostalgia and the wake up. Something that you've been praying on in regards to family, wise thought. I see some healing going on there. Yeah, something is definitely coming full circle. I see a new beginning. The Fool is on the death card as well, with painting the roses red. Some type of error. And it's so crazy that this is unleash your creativity. And you see she got the brush in her hand. And adaptation. The sun. Now it could be an epiphany in regards to something that you've been struggling with. You might not see it coming. Because I'm just looking at him with his eyes closed. The 8 got her eyes closed. This one got their eyes closed. Something that you need to believe in. It's an inner knowing. Because look at this. This is good. This is a lot going on here. Silver and gold. That's what I got with the silver and the gold. Because this is gold. The elements. Something in the chariot? Wait a minute now. Now I remember back in the day when we used to wear silver and gold together. Well, let me say something. I want to look that up for a minute. They used to always say something against that. I don't know. There's something going on with that. The World card again. Came right back out. And there's the Tower. Right there. As we move to this. 5 of Wands. Now I think that this says what? I thought it said all in a moment's notice. Now, yeah, it just says it's your moment. It got something to do with this. Now, of course, this is, the masculine and feminine energy. This is giving birth to life. This is conception. That's the wand, that's the womb. And then come baby. Look at that. It didn't come out though. This is a release, an exhale. And look at it, the king and the queen right there. And look at that. Just like that. And they will be faced over top of each other. And the 3 of Wands is after that. Look at that. You see the 33? You see it? The 3 of Wands. Foresight. And look at that. That's crazy. The cup. And this together. Woo! That's crazy. Now the 8 of Pentacles, the Sun, unleash your creativity. Now this is an action. She's on the stage selling the little candles or perfume or whatever she got in those bowls. And there's the clarity, the Quicksilver. Now that's sharp with the Ace of Swords. And maybe that 3 got something to do with that 3. Got 33 all over again. The Master Teacher. This is an action. Something you need to believe. Something. What card? Let me see. I'm going to pull from a few more cards. I want to be nosy. I don't know what card that is. Yeah, look at that. Something. Some type of communication is coming. I'm sure of it. This is a message. This is a message. Something that you've been waiting on. Buddha. I see you over there contemplating something. Now, because we got adaptation here, it made me look down at this. And it's telling you to create, manage to be glad, create your own happiness regardless of conditions. You know? Because I don't care where you at, boo. A mop and a broom go a long way. But that's not the point here. Because I don't care, you know, if you got the biggest house in the whole wide world. It's all about the inner. You know? Time and time again, Hollywood is showing us that it's not the money in your pocket. Because some of this stuff is a pure facade. Let me see. Create, 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 create. Wake up call. Why so? Now this does say watchman, and you know that's very esoteric, symbolic, service provider, inner child. But it is giving me protection, but it's giving me armor. You know, it's giving me dedication. I don't know. It could be also, you know, a little guarded. Let me see. It is on the wake-up call, though. And look at that. Vitality, innovation, potential growth, right here with creativity. I like it. The swindler did want to come out, but we got the engineer and we got the guy. It came out. But I want to see this. Yeah, I see a rebuild. The master of deception, conspiracy with the hole in the soul. I'm telling you. Believe. And I think this swindler is really talking about the mind. Something that you need to believe in. The hole in the soul. The pain. That's coming to an end. That mask is coming off, boo. And remember, you're the weaver of the blueprint. Don't sell out. Don't. Now hold on. I want to pull from something else. Something else. I'm giving you a whole lot of time. Oh, I just looked at 44.29. Something is definitely over. 44.29 is, you know, 29 is going back to zero. You don't go to 30. Astrology. 44 is North Node. Yeah. Paint the sun back in your sky. Wake up. this car don't even belong in here. But we have what? Integration. As well as the macabre showing up. Bleed. I was actually going to pull from those cards too. I get one more for that one. But let me get this. Let me make sure. Integration, baby. Third eye. And I was looking to see if any more was in it. Would paint the sun back in your sky. Let me see. Those cards was definitely for you, though. But why salt? Oh my god. And it's the purple. I love it. Yeah, don't be afraid to sing. Now, 43 could be another number that you're seeing a lot. So I keep saying that. 33, 34, 43 could be a number, an angel number that you're seeing. A reflection, because a lot of reflection was showing up. 143 can also be a number. It could be an address. And forget. Yeah. Salt bath. Why salt? It's something about it. You know, yeah. Salt bath. And look. 12 at the bottom of the deck. Don't seek anybody's approval. Transformation. I don't know. Somebody could have arthritis in the knee. I don't know. Something could be going on with your knee. Your leg or something like that right there. It's giving me, yeah, nice, relaxing bath. Some Epsom salt, some sea salt. The beach. A detox. It's good to detox around this time. It's a lot of upgrades. And I was talking about the 6-6 portal. It's a lot of, you could be saying 111 as well. Yeah. It's a lot of, now I was looking at a good, video, Bedell. If you don't follow Bedell, now I'm not saying that you had to believe everything that he's talking about, but it's very interesting in regards to, he do be kind of predicting a lot. Confirmation. Yeah. Dan Calloway, Bedell, Bro Sanchez, Queen Janice. Just, you know, because they do show you documentation. You know, they bring receipts. There's a lot of other ones out there, but you know. Rod Hayes, I kind of like them. He don't bring up a lot of receipts. He do a lot of talking, but sometimes people need the visuals. But anyway, that's your message, boo. This 6-6 portal is bringing in a whole big shift in regards to DNA upgrades, you know. Yeah. Just remember to keep that mind sharp. Alright? That's your message.